Hello and welcome to the channel. A couple of weeks ago, I bought a new bolt carrier group from Aegis Weapons. After getting it in hand, I believe it to be a bolt carrier group that is done right, and I also believe that it is sold at what I believe to be a fair price to be. So I thought I'd make a video, share it with you guys, just in case someone was in the market for one, or you just wanted to have, one or two extras lying around. Doesn't hurt to have a good bolt carrier group, as an extra part. If you were to ask me to define what I believe a bolt carrier group done right looks like, my simple answer would be, I believe you break it down in three different parts. Number one, that only high quality parts that meet a certain specification would be used. Then number two, that it would be assembled using attention to detail and by someone that understands the system. And then number three, that good fasteners are used for the gas key, along with the gas key being properly staked. Before we continue, let me say that my channel is not sponsored by anyone, self-sponsored. As far as my relationship with Aegis Weapons, I have none. I do follow them on Instagram, and it's obvious to me that they're passionate about what they do, and that they also kind of geek out on some of the same stuff I do. So that's how I ended up with one of their bolt carrier groups. And I'll give you real quick. We'll go through the specs, and then in closing, I will change angles and I'll give you guys a close-up of everything. All right, as far as the carrier, it is a full auto M16 profile carrier manufactured from 8620. It has a phosphate hard chrome finish. The bolt is a 158 Carpenter steel, and they are individually shot peened, high pressure tested, and magnetic partically inspected. The extractor is a 4340, and it has a S7 ejector. The gas key is a 4130 phosphate gas key with the chrome line, and the cam pin is a 4340. Also a nice touch they have on their cam pin, they put a forward mark on it. All that does is just it tells you real quick how it's orientated into the carrier when you assemble it. You want to ensure that cam pin always goes back the same way that it came out. Just how it wears. And also, the bolt carrier group has a lifetime warranty on it. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about the QC process and the assembly process of Aegis Weapons. As far as their QC, every bolt carrier and every gas key gets gauged. Okay, when we're talking about gauging something, it's not so much a pass-fail. It just shows it shows parameters to know is it going to be efficient or is it not going to be efficient. And during their gauging process, they have every carrier and gas key meet a certain specification or it does not get used. Okay, so that's how number one, high quality parts that are guaranteed to meet a certain specification. So that's how we check that off the box. And then as far as properly assembly, let's talk about their assembly process. Well, first thing, as far as attaching the gas key to the carrier, they take one side of the gas key and they ensure that it is flat. They put that on, they take and hand stone that, ensure that it's flat, and then they apply aviation grade Permatex by hand, and that acts between these two parts, between your gas key and your bolt carrier. And then they put aviation grade Permatex, and that acts as a gasket between the two. What they're trying to ensure by flattening that one surface and putting the Permatex on there is when gas is exchanging between these two different parts, that is efficient and you do not get any leakage out between the two parts. Also, on the gas key, they use the Michigan Ox fasteners, and Ox simply stands for Optimized Carrier Key Screws. What's different about them is, first thing is they're made out of a good steel, so you're not going to worry about torquing them down and snapping them. The second thing is, around the exterior, is they have teeth. And what those teeth do is that gives you more surface area. So when you stake the gas key to the bolts, it gives you more surface area for metal to get into that actually, you know, holds them in place, and that's the whole purpose of staking it. Make sure, as far as the QC process, I almost didn't tell you about this, but every bolt carrier and every gas key gets gauged. The bolt carrier gets gauged in 3 different areas, and then there's only one area to gauge the gas key. As far as the bolt carrier, they gauge the bolt shoulder run, the gas ring run, and the bolt tail run. And like I said before, it's not so much a pass or fail. It just shows how efficient or inefficient the bolt carrier is going to be as far as towards the gas system in your gun. All right, guys, I think that's everything. Let me change things up here. We'll get a close-up at this, and we'll get you out of here. All right, folks, and we are back. I failed to mention a while ago that the bolt also comes with Spring-Co springs and Spring-Co gas rings. So it has the 5-coil extractor spring, and then it has the ejector spring along with the Spring-Co gas rings. All right, it comes shipped in this drill bit container, and it has a sealed label, inspected, gauged, and test fired. Also comes with some stickers. Looking at the bolt carrier, nice machining on the parts. Beautiful phosphate finish. If you look on the cam pin there, I was talking about the forward mark. That way you know how it's always orientated to the bolt carrier. Looking at the gas key, you see that nice golf ball staking along with the Michigan ox fasteners. Let's take it down, take a look at it. I'll show you where I'm talking about the areas that gets gauged. You have to excuse me, I'm trying to work around this phone. To the forward mark, so it always goes in forward. All right, if you look where you start to go into the bolt carrier, the biggest diameter there, that is your shoulder run. And then you'll see as it goes down, it narrows just a little bit. That is your gas ring run. And then the hole in the rear, that is your bolt tail run. And then up top here, your gas key, that also. So those 4 areas are what get gauged for a minimum specification. If they do not meet the minimum, the parts do not get used. All right, folks, that's all I have. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Appreciate you. Have a good day.